What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best spot to fish in for XP and money in the game. And with the recent addition of the Atlantean Storm, a lot of people say it is the best spot to go to for both. But to this day, this very moment, I believe the Cryogenic Canal is the best place to fish in the game. It's the best place to fish in for both XP and money. Now, every time the developers of Fisch release a new area, I always go test it out. Like, for example, when the Grand Reef came out, I compared it to the Cryogenic Canal, and the Cryogenic Canal was still better. And I think it was better by like a mile. So obviously with the Cryogenic Canal and the Atlantean Storm, I'm gonna do a comparison today. But I'm telling you right now, before even testing it out, I still think the Cryogenic Canal is better. But obviously, if you guys know how I am, I have to prove it to you guys first. Now, before my testing, I did release a little poll asking you guys which fishing rod I should use for this test. And I put the Rod of the Depths, the No Life Rod, and the Rod of the Forgotten Fang. And I'm gonna assume a lot of people picked this one is because they don't have it. And I mean, it is a max level rod, so I can see why people picked it. In my opinion, I think the Rod of the Forgotten Fang is the best way to make money in the game. But instead, I think for this test, I'm going to use more fishing rods. So the fishing rods I'm going to use is going to be the No Life Rod, the Rod of the Depths, the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, and the Heavens Rod. But once again, I'm pretty confident the Cryogenic Canal is going to be the best for everything. So today's test is going to be a little bit different. Normally with each fishing rod, I'll tell you guys how much money you can make every single hour. But I think today, I'm going to tell you guys the base money you could make at both locations. And you're probably asking, what do I mean by that? For example, look at this turkey. Now, let's say the base of this turkey is $200. Right? Now look at this turkey, it has a scorch mutation. Now let's say for example I sell this for $1,000. So obviously if I have 100 of the regular turkey and 100 of the scorched turkey, the scorched turkey is going to sell for way more. So whatever money enchantment you have, for example abyssal, mutated, quantum, they're going to all make you way more money than the base money I'm going to show you later. So yeah, I'm going to be putting both locations through a lot of tests. So I'm probably going to be fishing for like 12 hours. Yeah, probably 12 hours, maybe less. And I'm gonna try to give you guys all the information within like 10 minutes or so, hopefully. But before I start, there's a few things you guys gotta keep in mind. So let's look at each. If we go to the Atlantean Storm, the Void Angler is a minus 75% progress speed. The Maelstrom Shark is gonna be a 60% progress speed. So these both are pretty high. Now, if I go to the Cryogenic Canal, these two mythical fishes are minus 40% progress speed. So these two fishes are way faster to catch than these two. And that is not including the fact that if you're fishing for the Void Angler, you have a high chance of losing a lot of progress because this fish takes forever to catch. And I'm gonna be honest, in the time you catch one Void Angler, you could probably catch 3 to 4 glacial sturgeons or 3 to 4 aurora trouts because the gap from 40 to 70 is actually insane. So looking at the Atlantean Storm, as you can see, there's way less filler fish. Like over here we have 6, in the Cryogenic Canal we have way more. We have 7, and if you want, you could include the legendary, so make that 8. And also, by the way, in the Cryogenic Canal, you catch a lot of fish barrels and crates, like a lot. So that's why a lot of people say the Void Angler spawns way more. But I'm telling you once again that 75% progress speed hurts a lot. But I think for the Cryogenic Canal, I gotta go get some sundial totems. Yeah, nighttime. And some truffle worms. Even though I have 212, I did lose a lot. I'm still trying to get the Auric Rod, and sundial totems does not affect it. And it took me a while to notice that, so I lost like 200 sundial totems. I think that's like $800,000. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, I decided I'm not gonna use sundial totems, and I'm not gonna use Merlin's luck because I want to get the very raw, the very base XP and money. So for example, let's say I make like $400,000, right? If you have any type of enchantment, you're gonna make way more money than that number I showed you, especially if you use Merlin's luck and sundial totems or the preferred bait. So I think for the preferred bait, I'm not gonna use truffle worms. Instead, I'm gonna use bait that gives me instant catch. So in this case, I might use seaweed instead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use seaweed instead. It's gonna give me instant catch for every single fishing rod if I need it. So basically, I'm not using any boost to help me make more money. And even then, I'm pretty sure the Cryogenic Canal is still gonna make me more money because if I don't use truffle worms, there's a high chance I'm gonna get these fishes. But once again, with the Atlantean Storm, it's gonna have an easier time. Yeah, but I'm still pretty confident the Cryogenic Canal is better. So I think the first place I'm gonna go to is gonna be the Atlantean Storm. I know you guys watched the past videos and noticed I have quantum on my fishing rod, but even if I get the subspace version of the Void Angler, I'm just gonna completely ignore the mutation. Alright, so now I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna cut to the point where I finished my testing. Alright, so this testing I'm gonna tell you guys right now is with the Rod of the Forgotten Fang. Alright, so for the money at the base level, on average, I was making $336,000 an hour. And once again, I'm gonna repeat myself, I did not use Merlin's luck, truffle worms, or sundial totems, or any kind of mutation on my fishing rod. Now when it comes to XP, I did have the double XP game pass, and with that I also used the clever enchantment. So while using both of them and getting perfect catch, on average you could expect to make 1.24 million XP per hour. And I'm telling you right now, both those numbers are really good. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm really surprised this location was not nerfed, because 1.24 million XP an hour is actually insane. And even the money is pretty crazy too. I'm pretty sure with the quantum enchantment, you can make easily over $700,000 an hour. So yeah, this location is not bad at all. Yeah, that location is actually really good. So yeah, the Atlantean Storm always gonna be a good option. It's definitely way better than the Grand Reef. For some reason, every time I go to the Grand Reef, I make like no money. But the XP is comparable. But going to the Grand Reef isn't that bad, but why go to it when the Atlantean Storm exists? So now for the moment of truth, I'm gonna go to the Cryogenic Canal. And I gotta put on my outfit, my winter cloak. I actually like the way the winter cloak looks like. Looks really nice and comfortable. I wonder if I could find one in real life like this. And I gotta put on my tank and I should be good to go. I've also been told by a lot of people there's a place at the Cryogenic Canal where you don't lose any oxygen. But to me, it doesn't really matter since I pay attention and it takes me like 2 seconds to get back. So I mean, you guys could use it, but I'm probably not gonna use it at all. Oh wait, before I go, I need my advanced glider. To be honest, the advanced glider is like the best addition to the game. I use it a lot. I use it way more than walking. It's just so much faster. So now I'm gonna use my conch and go to the top of the mountain. And I mean, it's so fast to get there. I'm like used to it at this point. I just jump off, use my glider, then I'm gonna jump down again. Jumped out again. And it's right here at the bridge. It takes like no time to get here, but I see why a lot of people don't like it because of the oxygen going down. And I think the worst thing about coming here is when your spawn point is not at the top of the mountain, it's gonna take forever to get here. But I don't think I'm gonna ever change my spawn point ever, because it is way more difficult to go up than coming down. Okay, so now for the stats of the Cryogenic Canal. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really surprised. I did fish here for a while, so I'm kind of burned out. But even though I'm burned out, I always write down the numbers on a notepad. So for the base money at the Cryogenic Canal, on average, you could expect to make $580,000 an hour, and I believe that is about 250k more. So yeah, with the quantum enchantment, you could expect to make over $1 million. That's actually crazy to think about to this day. And now for XP, I use the same thing, the clever enchantment and double XP game pass. So for the XP, you could expect to make 1.76 million XP per hour. Yeah, wow, 1.76 million. And how much is that more? Let me check. Literally with the Cryogenic Canal, you make 500,000 XP more. So while using every single fish rod I said at the beginning, every single one made more money and XP at the Cryogenic Canal. Now, I'm not saying the Atlantean Storm is a bad option. It's a really good place to go to. It's definitely way easier to go to than the Cryogenic Canal. But obviously, if your spawn point is at the top of the mountain, the Cryogenic Canal is way faster. Yeah, and going up that mountain is kind of crazy. It's all the way up there. But you know what? Everybody has to do it at least once. But again, the Atlantean Storm, not a bad option. Just not as fast as the Cryogenic Canal. I'm actually trying to think of a way how the Atlantean Storm can make more money or XP. And I've used every single fishing rod, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't think bait's gonna matter either. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna go back to the Cryogenic Canal for 10 more hours because I want to make more money to buy skins. I did tell myself I wasn't gonna come back, but come on, I need to get one more skin. The last skin I'm missing is a Cursed Fang. I think I've spent like $22 million. Yeah, just about 22 million, and I've yet to get it. So I'm not really sure why, but my luck is pretty bad here. And I think I'm gonna farm like maybe 15 million more. Yeah, 15 million. All the money I make from testing fishing rods, I spend it here and I lose it all. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Wait, there's another promo going on. Sea Pegasus pack, Wavecrest Lantern, Deadspire Bobber, and Sea Pegasus boat. Wait, how much speed is that? Let me go check it out. It's called the Pegasus boat, right? And I don't see it here. Wait, did I miss it? Bro, am I blind? I don't see it. Well, I guess you can't see it here unless you buy it. Yeah, that's tragic. Oh, well, I haven't bought any of those boats yet. So before I end the video, bottom line, the Cryogenic Canal is way better. But the Atlantean Storm is the second one and not a bad option. So do what you want with that information, and that's pretty much it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.